Hello, it is Sunday, May 31st. We're back for our month in review. This is our second full month in streaming and content creation. If you're here, there's a high likelihood that you may be interested in my stream journey. So check me out on Twitch, chat me up about this video, and let me know what you think about it. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you in those chats. Today we're going to cover goals for May. What games did we play? What went right? What went wrong? How'd the stream change? How'd the stream grow? What lessons did we learn? What technical lessons did we learn? And what are our goals for June going to be? Let's get to it. Goals for May. First one, we were going to raid more people. This was a really poorly described goal because I didn't say how many people I was going to raid or how often did I want to raid, and just in general it wasn't very quantifiable, so I can't say whether or not I reached this goal. Continue to network with new people. Again, another poorly described goal. How many new people did I want to meet? How many new communities did I want to be a part of? I can't really quantify that one either. I did network with 3 people though. Igneous Lion, Genic107 from Final Fantasy, and 702 HVAC Guy, who is a Call of Duty Warzone and Red Dead Redemption 2 player. I met him and Igneous Lion over in the Pipeline community, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. I wanted to reach Twitch affiliate. I achieved that on May 16th. I had a problem with the goal of average 3 viewers. Right now I'm actually sitting somewhere around 4, so like once that progress started to happen, it just continued to happen. But that was definitely the one that took the most time. Don't miss a stream, although I was late for a few. Don't miss a YouTube upload. Stuck to that one too. What games did we play? Doom Eternal. We finished this on Nightmare difficulty. Seriously, this was a bad game for me to play on stream. It got me to a point where I probably didn't want to stream because I didn't want to play that game in particular. But I finished it, and I'm currently posting all of that playthrough on YouTube. Shit yeah, man! Final Fantasy VII Classic. We made it out of Midgard, which is where the remake stops, so that way we could continue and get started on the remake, which we also did at the end of this month. We just started the remake last night stream. And made it about 4 hours in, so I think I'm feeling pretty good about that one personally. Apex Legends, we played this briefly while I'm trying to find a main game. I'll probably continue to play it, but I'm not quite sure if this is going to be the main game or not. I like this game a lot, but it requires having a squad all the time, and I tend to play a lot of games by myself or with you guys, the viewers, with a couple of other people off to the side every now and then. So we'll see where we're at with that one, I think, here in June. Dead by Daylight. Quite a few members of my community play this. I play this game on Tuesdays from 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I had some stream alerts specifically for this game, like a Scream, like a John Cena, Rip, Run, etc. Stuff like that. It's really fun for the viewers to be able to engage with me while I'm playing that game. I'm trying to figure out how I can make YouTube content from this, though. I'm not super great at the game. It makes it kind of difficult for me to make like tutorial videos, and I don't feel like the games themselves as a viewer are super exciting. That was my horse dog right there. And Crucible. Crucible's a free game from Amazon. You can find it on Steam. I'll put that link down below in case you want to check it out. I started a YouTube series for this called Hunter Highlights, which is basically I level every single character in the game up to level 20. That way I can kind of gain an understanding of each one of those characters so that I can make a video to talk about the characters themselves, their abilities, their strengths and weaknesses, and kind of how I think they should be played, and maybe what build that I think maybe you should use. I really want this to be my main game, but I'm not quite sure yet since the community on Twitch is extremely low. As of the time of this recording, it has 316 viewers with only 15 streamers. The smaller community could very well be the opportunity I need though, so I'm going to keep going with it for now. What went right? We reached our Twitch affiliate status, which is great. I didn't lose a whole bunch of viewership after hitting it, which was super awesome. Thank you to everyone that was involved in helping me get there, and thank you for your continued viewership if you're sitting here watching this right now. That was a big marker for me. I wanted to make sure that I got that. I don't know why it mattered so much, but for me it really did. I think it kind of set in stone that I can do this and that I wanted to do this. It gave me something to shoot for, which is great. So now that we got that, it's time for bigger and better things. Like partner somewhere, maybe, down the line. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. My Hunter highlights from the Crucible game, they've been doing better than any other video content that I post on YouTube. I think a large part of this is because I actually marketed it a little bit. Like I went to Reddit and I posted those videos out on there to get some feedback from the community. That helped significantly. Neither of them have really hit 100, but they've 100 views total, but they're pretty close, and they've only been out for about a week. So I think we've got an opportunity there if we keep making those Crucible videos for sure. I commissioned a guy named Shweevy, which I'll put his profile down below if you want to hit him up. But I commissioned him for some Twitch emotes, and I'm feeling really great about them. They are hilarious. There's going to be a Keck W, there's going to be a Love, and there's going to be a Rage emote. So I'm super excited about the possibility of what he's bringing to the table with those. Clearly they'll need to be approved by Twitch, so it'll take a little bit of time, but I expect that they'll probably be available later this week, the first week of June. I have a couple of active chatters. These folks make things super fun. I play games regularly with one of them. They come in, they talk to me about the game that I'm playing. Maybe we play a game together. Lots of cool stuff. It's always easier when you have people that are actively chatting in your channel. So thank you very much to those folks. You know who you are. What went wrong? This is actually a really great month for my community and me. I added Streamloots to my stream, but I think maybe it was a little too early for it. I corrected course here by making the card packs exactly the same rewards as my channel points. More of a, if you don't want to wait for channel points, buy some card packs. It's like microtransactions for my stream. People that aren't participating in Streamloots are not missing anything. They can do it as well with the channel points, which I thought was really important. Like I don't want people to feel like, oh, hey, in order for me to interact with your stream, I have to go get Streamloots. That's not the case. I don't think my community is really picking up on Streamloots right now, which is okay. I'll give it a little longer, but I might stop marketing it so much. Like I think I'm pushing it a little bit right now, but I might back off on how I'm pushing it for a little while, especially if my community is not really taking to it, because I don't want to force something on them. I had one stream where it was subscribers only, and I felt terrible about it. It actually bothered me for a couple days afterwards. I don't know how it got on subscribers only. I have no idea, and I didn't realize that it was on subscribers only until one of my viewers was in there posting something with subscribers only using his channel points for it. I tried to redeem myself by giving some free chests to Streamloots, but again, my community is not really taking to the Streamloots super well, so that didn't really reverse things. So overall, I felt terrible. I still feel terrible about it. Hopefully I didn't lose any viewers there, but it's okay. Mistakes happen. I mean, I'm young in this thing, so if you were in that, I'm sorry, and I hope you'll come back to my channel sometime. I had the stream change. I got a Razer Ripsaw HD. I've actually had a lot of troubles with this. It's incredibly finicky, though that might be my specific setup. For example, there was no audio or there was no video. I'll likely create a video post about the problems that I was having and how I resolved them, so keep an eye out on the channel for that one, y'all. I subscribed to Pipeline. Pipeline is a really great community with a lot to teach. It's supposed to kind of help people go from small-time streaming to a little bit larger of a community. It's run by Snoopy and Stone Mountain 64. It's got a lot of great value. Personally, I think the price is maybe a little steep. It's $30 a month. So I'll continue to subscribe and go through the content, but I'm admittedly not maybe the most active member of the community, so maybe I'm not getting the full value of that $30. They did start an affiliate program, which I would really like to be a part of, so I'm going to kind of shoot for that over the next couple of months as well. I'll probably reevaluate Pipeline in July, and we'll just kind of see where it's at. If I think that the $30 is worth it or not. One of my goals in June is going to be more active in that community, so we'll see how it goes. How'd the stream grow? I gained a few lurkers from raiding someone's stream or hanging out in someone else's stream, which has been super helpful because they're coming in, they're hanging out, they're watching me play. They're maybe not super chatty, but they're still there, they're still watching me, and they're helping that view count go up a little higher, which is awesome. Thank you very much, guys. I started a TikTok based on a friend of mine's recommendation. I posted some videos. My first video actually got nearly 200 views, which was really exciting. My second video had quite a bit of views as well, but it's kind of tapered off a little bit. The last video I posted was a complete flop, but we're going to keep working on that, and we're probably going to add that to our June goals as well. We learned a lot of lessons this time. There's going to be highs and there's going to be lows. At one point I had a stream where I dipped down to 1.4 average viewers, and it really hurt my self-esteem. Primarily because I had been on like this steady increase leading up to that point. I was hitting 3 to 4 average viewers per stream for like nearly 2 weeks, and then boom, it dropped down to 1.4, and then the next stream was 1.7. All I can say is don't worry about these low viewer counts sometimes. Sometimes people can't show up to your stream. As a smaller community, that hurts, but it's okay. I primarily worried about these lower counts at the time because I was pushing for my Twitch affiliate. I got really close to getting my affiliate, and then it just dropped for a second, and then I had to make that up, so it was like, ah, crap. It was just very hard to deal with. If you're pushing for your affiliate status, just keep pushing. Keep moving forward, please. It will happen. Just keep grinding. promise. Networking is still really great. I think in hindsight, finding people that don't stream when you stream is the best networking opportunity. That sounds like common sense, but maybe it didn't occur to me initially. The best option would be to find someone that stops streaming right about the same time that you start streaming. If you're an active member in that community and you have a good reputation in that community, it's a possibility that that streamer might just raid your stream. Keep in mind that as you move up in size, you're going to have other streamers trying to network with you. Think about what you would have liked if you were in their shoes and you were trying to network with a streamer or a streaming community. You need to learn to have better idle conversation. This is me personally, I'm speaking to myself. What are some topics that you can really talk about? Do you love to talk about those things? What are some topics that your community wants to talk about? Can you hold those conversations with them? How do you have idle conversations with yourself when the chat's not being responsive or they're not talking to you? Instead of directly asking a question to chat, because sometimes they won't answer, make a statement and see if it resonates. See if you can organically create that conversation. For example, if you're playing a Final Fantasy game, talk about what the best Final Fantasy game for you is. What'd you love about it? What was your favorite part? What'd you think about the ending? What'd you think about the beginning? What'd you think about all these parts of this game? Kind of just talk about them. If that sparks conversation in chat, start asking them and get the conversation started. If it doesn't, then you're still putting on a show. You're still talking about the thing that you're playing, and you're keeping yourself from just sitting there silently staring at your screen. For me personally, I played through Final Fantasy VII Classic so that I could get a better understanding of how that game was then, because I didn't play that initially. And then when I went into that Final Fantasy VII Remake just last night, I was able to talk about the differences between the classic version and this version. Technical lessons. The Ripsaw's a pain in the ass. I don't want to go into great detail about it, but I've had a lot of troubles with this thing, so you probably expect a video on it in the coming weeks. I've been relearning Photoshop as I rebuild a new stream overlay for myself. I'll likely do this a lot to continue to improve. I did it whenever I learned how to build websites. I just built a lot of websites for myself. It kind of reminds me of that Era Glass video. If you are interested in creative work, the best advice someone can give you is to just do a large volume of content. I'm learning quite a bit about After Effects and Premiere. I feel like my video edits are improving. I've made a few animations for YouTube videos. There's a lot of cool stuff going on there, and I hope to continue to improve. I haven't updated to my new stream overlay yet because I want to add some flair to them with After Effects and kind of see what I can do with that stuff. Let's talk about goals for June. In June, I want to raid 6 different people. This would be 50% of my streams. I will conclude with raiding someone. And I also want to focus on not raiding a lot of people that I already know. I want to find new people to raid. I want to find these new people that I can introduce my community to. I want to network with 1 new person per week for 4 total throughout June. And finally, I'm going to post 3 videos to TikTok per week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm going to commit to that schedule. If you like this content, be sure to click that like button. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about it. And again, just to remind you, if you're here and you're interested in my streaming journey, I do stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/XtasyArmada on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Would love to see you in that chat. Would love to talk to you. Come in there and let me know what you thought about this video here too. Y'all have a great one. We'll see you next month.